guys, so as you can see, I'm not exactly at my best at the moment. I am not well. I've been up all night, not well. I was googling this morning ways to tackle this thing I have and try and narrow it down to exactly what I have, and I came across some beautiful myths about the influenza virus, aka the flu. So I thought today, let's go over some myths about the flu. Number 1, having flu is just like having a heavy cold. Wow, it's not. It's really not. Flu can actually send you to hospital if it gets serious enough. You can get fever, chills, aching muscle, vomiting. There are so many more symptoms than having a cold. A cold you get, you know, your runny nose, your blocked sinuses, your cough. Flu, you practically feel like you're dying. I've only ever had influenza once, and that was when I was a kid, and there was projectile vomiting, there was being in bed for over a week, over a week or 2 weeks, I can't remember, but I was off school for a few weeks, and that was over Christmas as well, which totally sucked. But no, having flu is a lot worse than having a cold. Number 2, flu can be treated by antibiotics. No, flu is a virus. Antibiotics tackle infection. You can get antiviral medication, but it will not cure the virus. It will only help possibly ease the symptoms and stop you being contagious for as long or as severely. But no, antibiotics only treat bacterial, flu is a virus. Number 3, once you've had the flu vaccine, you will never get flu again. Not true. There are loads of different strains of the flu virus, of influenza. There are different strengths of the virus, there are different mutations. It just kind of helps you avoid certain strains, which means there is never a guarantee you won't get it. But it is good to get if you can, because it can help at least lower the symptoms, as far as I know, if you do get it. So you also have to get it renewed every year. You can't if you get it one. I think that's one of the myths is if you get it 1 year, you don't have to get it the next year. You don't have to get it again. You do have to continually get it each year so they can help add the different strains to help you fight them off when they come near you. 4, vitamin C can prevent flu. There is absolutely no evidence to prove this. I take vitamins on a daily basis. I also have probiotics, which is good bacteria. I take it in the form of Actimel. I have that every single day and I still get sick. There's no way of fighting. Granted, I've not had flu since I was a kid, but I've not been taking the supplements since then. You know, it's quite hit or miss. I seem to be very lucky that I've not had influenza more than once, or at least as far as I can remember, I've only had it that once. But no, vitamins will help ease symptoms if you do get it, and it will obviously help boost your immune system, but they will not cure it and they will not stop you from getting it, unfortunately. Number 5, if I wash my hands a lot, I won't get the flu. Unfortunately, the flu is actually airborne. It will come from droplets in the air, which means if you're around anyone that has it, just because you wash your hands a lot doesn't mean you are not going to get it, because droplets can come out of their respiratory system, out of their breathing, and infect you. And also it was found that the flu can live for up to 8 hours approximately on an inanimate surface, which means no matter how much you clean, pretty much essentially anything you can touch that you then do this or go or whatever, you can get the flu just from that. Now, washing your hands a lot will help prevent infection, but they will not stop you from getting it. 6, flu and stomach flu are the same thing. No, they're not. Stomach flu is kind of a roundabout term for gastrointestinal issues. So you're talking diarrhea or vomiting. It's like gastroenteritis, for example. Stomach flu is collective for viruses that cause issues in the intestinal tract. If you get any symptoms of, for example, gastroenteritis, like the diarrhea, the vomiting, that kind of thing, and don't really have so much of a sinus problem, then you're probably dealing with something totally different. It's actually quite rare for flu to cause those kind of symptoms. I don't want to repeat them again because they're not very nice, but yeah, you know, if you're getting those kind of symptoms, you're probably dealing with something other than flu. Number 7, children cannot have the flu vaccine. Yes, they can. There is a nasal spray, I think is the only way they administer it. Children, so the difference is children actually get live but worn down flu bitties in the vaccine. We're so professional here, I love it. To help fight off the flu and help their immune system build against it, whereas adults, it's inactive flu bitties. So, but no, kids can't have it, especially if they've had neurological respiratory problems or are at risk. There is a list online on the NHS website. If you are Scotland or England, I think it's different because there is a Scottish NHS and an English NHS, but I can link the Scottish one, or what I think is the Scottish one I'm referring to. I can't imagine they vary that different, but I will link the one I'm using down below, and you can get some more information on that. 8. The flu jab will not protect me against swine flu. It actually does now. Even though swine flu seems to kind of have dulled down in the news and all this because there's this big hoo-ha. No, the flu vaccine can actually now help fight that as well and help prevent you being infected with it. Number 9. I missed getting my jab in October, so it's too late to get it, so I can't get it now. That's not true. Even if it's not at the standard time, anywhere from October to March, you should go and get your flu jab. Just because you get it later than they start giving them out, that doesn't mean it's too late. You can go and get it. The sooner the better. Better late than never. And 10. I am pregnant, therefore I cannot have the flu jab. You want to get the flu jab if you are pregnant. I personally, I don't get the flu jab just now. I have to pay for it. Even though long-term conditions get it free, but mine doesn't come under this, but probably because it's more mobility and not respiratory, but I don't know. But anyway, when I'm pregnant, I do highly plan on getting the flu jab. And the reason is, a lot of people think that, you know, it's just going to harm the baby because it's got like the flu thingy bitties, as we're still calling them, in it. No, getting the flu jab can really help, because if you get the flu when you are pregnant, like we were saying, flu is a lot more than a heavy cold. It is a total different ballgame. And if you get something like that when you're pregnant, you could severely harm your baby, especially if there are complications in the flu, which can happen and do happen, or not as rare as you might think. You can get complications with flu where you have to end up in hospital, and that can severely harm your baby, so you are better safe than sorry. You can get the flu jab when you're pregnant. As far as I know, throughout Scotland, if you're pregnant, you get it for free, so you can go and get that. But no, you definitely can, and I think you should. So anyway guys, then this was kind of an ad hoc, off the top of my head video, because my plan today was get up at 7:30, set up my lighting gear, set up my green screening, and shoot 3 videos that I've been dying to film. I was going to get loads of filming done today and then focus on the editing Monday through Tuesday. And I woke up, I think it was the back of 3, no, it was the back of 12 last night. And I was extremely ill. That was the worst of it. It's calmed down now, but at the back of 12, I was very sick. I got the chills, I got sweat running down my back, I had a sore head, I thought I was going to pass out. So yeah, I'm sorry this is not there's no lighting, I'm using the window for lighting, so I'll do my best to make the lighting look a bit better in editing. I can't really see from the viewfinder how the flip screen how good it is, but I just thought that since I found that, I was just scrolling through and I found that and I thought, oh, that's quite interesting, so I thought we'll do a little video on it, you know, I might as well get some filming done today even if I'm not my best. So anyway guys, my question for you this week is, have you ever had the influenza virus? And how bad was it for you? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Hit that like button if you did, hit subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next video next Wednesday. Bye bye.